Hi, everybody. Welcome back to EA Sports. I'm James Cebulski. Another added layer to drama for this one as two nations collide on the ice. Centers are gliding into center, and you can feel the tension here in the building. And they've got this first period started here. Right in the open ice, that one's picked off. Czechia's got a hold of the puck. Takes the feed at center, moves up ahead. And he loses control of the puck. Team Canada's got control of it now from their own end. Canada's got the puck against the half wall. Picked up along the boards by McKinnon. Czechia's got the puck in their own end. And they continue to fight for that puck along the wall. Quick pass to Hronek. Takes the feed. Puck knocked loose after that hit. Here's a short pass to Hronek. Tremendous block on the play.
Well, and the bench really erupts on that one because otherwise it would have been in the back of the net.
Quick feed to McKinnon. Puts it on net. Oh, he gets his glove on that and just enough to keep it out. Heedle's stick handling in his own zone. And they'll dump it in. Canada's got the puck. From along the walls, they're gaining momentum. Scrum along the boards. Hronek's across the line now and on the attack in the offensive end. Centering pass in front. He scores! What a goal!
Anytime a goal is a result of a battle, you know that the coach loves it, and it's going to show up in the video room the next day because it is all initiated by will and the willingness to sacrifice your body, right? To be able to provide the intangible on the play, and then you're able to execute with the skill and be opportunistic once you gain possession. I just love it.
Czechia's talked a lot about getting off to good starts, and look at this, case in point right here.
Well, yeah, you get up by one goal early in the game, and it just creates momentum all around your bench. Everyone gets on the ice. They want to contribute. They want to be the one to get the goal on the board and continue to increase this lead. I think they've been real effective to start this game.
There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on. Lots of time left in this period. Czechia's ahead 1-0. And they win the offensive zone face-off, and here we go. Takes the feed at the point. Along the boards, they battle for the puck back and forth. Handles the pass. Hurdles got it across the line. Canada's got the puck. Moves it quickly over to Bedard. And he says no! Vanacek's going to elect to slow things down a little and get the whistle.
Well, he hasn't been really busy this period, James, but he's mentally focused, makes a nice save, and holds on for the whistle.
Snatches the puck with the two centermen locked up. Czechia is looking to break out of their own end. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Nosek's got the puck. Gets it over to Thomas. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. And he takes the dish. Czechia's got a hold of it against the wall. Steps inside the line.
Heedle's been a dominant player on the ice. The reason why he's getting back out there, not much rest for him. He scored earlier in the game. Coach knows they need him.
Czechia's got a hold of it along the wall. Moves it to point. Czechia's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Here we go. Odd-man rush here. Taken along the wall by Theodore. Slides it diagonally to McDavid. Feeds it up ahead.
Great vision to see that stretch pass.
When he wasn't looking, what a hit.
He knew exactly what he was doing with that hit this early in the game. He's trying to send a message and dictate the pace.
Stopped by the goaltender. Goaltender covers up and we'll get a face-off. We're still in the early stages of this period. 1-0 the score. And with the centers tied up, he swoops in to take possession. Shuts him down. Handles it again. Sent into the offensive zone. Czechia's got a hold of the puck now. Quick pass to Kubalik. I don't think anybody was hanging on to the puck after that hit. Fires it, and he puts that one aside with ease. Puck moved over to McCarr. Works it across to Lafreniere. And he takes the feed. Canada's got possession of the puck. Working the puck deep inside their own end. Here's a short pass to Lafreniere. Czechia's gained possession along the boards. Taken by Kasha. Carrying the puck deep inside his own end. Palat's got it in the offensive zone. Quick feed to Bedard. Slides the puck across to Marner. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. And a great save.
I'd say he has some fast twitch muscle fiber in there because I'm telling you, he makes that save. I thought that was going in, but he just reacts and keeps it out of the net.
Czechia's got control of it now from their own end. Quick pass across to Pasternak. He carries the puck up along the wing. Grabs the puck in the corner. Can't complete the pass as it goes off a stick. Let's the time from the point. And he gets in front of the slot shot to make the save. And that goes off a stick and off to the side. Stamkos moves the puck. Takes the feed at the back end. Loses possession after he takes a little hit. Puck picked up by Pasternak. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Stones him in front. Moves it quickly over to Taves. Pushes it across to Bedard. Takes a shot. Turned aside with the glove by Vanacek. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. Still a lot of time left in the period as we approach the midway mark. 1-0 is where we sit at this point. Nosek's won the draw deep in the defensive zone. Solid hit on the play. Moves it to Nosek. Dragged along the boards by Crosby. Knocked away. Quick pass to Nosek. Unable to reach that one. Scooped up along the wall by Nosek. Puck picked up by Zadina. Oh, that's off the block and what a stop by Benton. Oh, it's another save on the play. Just a point of the squeeze here in the offensive end. The fans are all over it. Looks to set up at the point now. That goes off a twig. And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up.
Sometimes when you're trailing in a game, you can kind of be flat. You can be dull, if you will. So you need a spark, and this is a type of hit that can really ignite a fire under your team. You can see it right away with the body language on the bench. They liked it. So look for that next shift, for them to be on their toes, not on their heels anymore.
Puck is dropped, and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Tries to feed it over to Palat. Moves the puck.
Hefty's really laboring to get off here, James. It looks like he's been injured. I hope he's okay because they're going to need him in this game.
Here's a short pass to McDavid. Cuts up with the stop. Czechia's got the puck along the boards. And now it's grabbed by Ruda. Here's a shot. And that one's turned away. Sends it ahead to Hyman. Canada's across the blue line. Sends the feed in front. Picked off in front. Down the right wing and into the offensive zone.
McDavid's going to have to keep his head up throughout this game. No one liked that play earlier that injured their player. The crowd is frustrated, including the bench. He'll have to be aware when that puck's on his stick.
Knocks the puck down with a stick. All alone. Gets in front of it. There's the whistle as the puck is frozen up.
He's a real competitor out there, James. I mean, he got injured somewhere on this shift as you look at this last replay. And then he's all laboring, but he doesn't want to put his team in a bad spot, wants to make sure he gets the right change at the right time.
Getting closer to the halfway point of this frame. We've got a 1-0 hockey game thus far. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Quick feed from McCall. And that's blocked. Rise up, lets it go. The net is able to save. Tries to get the puck over to Kubalik. Moves it to Fursa. Canada's got the puck along the wall. What a steal in his own end. Angles it over to Zaka. Can't get a hold of that pass. Slides the puck ahead to Thomas. Went for the dirty dangle and it goes sideways. From the point, they take control of it. Oh, he got pummeled by Bennington.
Well, the shooter's in a coveted spot on the ice, right in the middle of it with a good look, and he makes an incredible save by getting square to the puck and turning it aside.
Officials have got both teams ready, and it looks like play is set to resume here. Noseks won a big draw on their own end. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Dumps it in. Team Canada's got the puck. Passes the puck over to Bedard. Puck set down the ice. We'll get an icing. Team Canada's got a hold of the puck.
Huge win by the center to give his team an opportunity to get out of the zone after a critical icing.
Dumps it in. Czechia's got a hold of it against the wall. Steps across the blue line. Noseks going to play to the corner. Moves it quickly over to Marner. Into the offensive end now. Fires it on net. That's gloved by Vanacek. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. Still lots of time left in the period. We got a 1-0 game to this point. Canada's won the draw. Dishes it off. Here's a chance to the middle. Oh, he comes up with a stop. Puck scooped up by Pasternak. Canada's looking to break out with their own end. Czechia's got the puck along the wall. Taken by Marchand. Puck grabbed by McKinnon. Sidesteps the check. And he takes the pass. Gray heads up playing the defensive zone. Canada's got it against the boards. And a good smack with the stick to get it down. Looks to get the puck over to Verona. Slides by the check. And he's got that one. Good defensive stop with the poke check. Chance in front. Goaltender covers it up and we'll get a reset here. Officials are set. Players seem ready. We're ready to get this thing back underway. And they win the draw here in their own end. Slides the puck to Hyman. And now he tries to get it across to McDavid. Great use of the stick in the defensive end by Kenny. Too much congestion blocks the shot. Inside the offensive zone. Czechia's got the puck against the boards. Pass out front. What a chance, but they can't connect. Gains the zone from the right side. Czechia's got the puck in their own end. Into the offensive zone. Team Canada's got a hold of it along the wall. Moves it on over to Thomas. Takes the pass. Strong use of the body to force the puck loose. Blocked in traffic. Czechia is in transition. Good heads-up defensive play as he extends the stick. Quick pass to Lafreniere. Oh, look at this chance. Czechia's got a hold of the puck now. And that's poked away by Šimić. Czechia's got the puck. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. Faxa's lugging the puck. Can't hang on to the puck after taking a knock. Czechia's ready to go on the attack. Faxa's got it against the boards. Tenacious battle for the puck along the wall. Picked up along the wall by Natchez. Proper save!
Well, this is just a great save from the slot area. I mean, he recognizes where that puck's going. He gives the top of the net, but he takes it away.
Well past the midway mark of this period. Czechia is up 1-0. Gains possession with both centers all tied up in the draw. Canada's got possession of the puck. And he avoids the poke check with some great edge work. Slides it diagonally to McCarr. Play whistle, dead penalty coming up. McCarr's going to serve a pair for interference.
Well, when you're looking for the equalizer, it's tough to take a penalty and play shorthanded, James. You got to find a way to get to even strength so you can generate some offense.
Our first opportunity to look at the power play unit set to go to work.
Well, they've earned their first power play of the game. A tone setter right here and an opportunity to look at the coverage on the center.
Launches up from the point. Oh, how about that for sacrifice?
The PK have to sacrifice, and I love the way that he gets out there aggressively and makes sure that that shot does not get to the net.
Lets it fly. Czechia's got it from behind the net. Gaining momentum along the wing. And the puck leaves the offensive zone. They'll be forced to tag up. Moves it over to Kempny. Here's a short pass to Saka. And that's a great hits-up play by Marchand. Moves along the boards with some purpose. Tries to make a move and can't hang on to the puck.
Crosby's close to finding a hole there, and just an extra move. Thought he had a little more time and space than he actually had, and the play dies.
Clearing attempt. And he's able to move the puck across the blue line and out of harm's way. They fight for it along the boards. From their own end, and they'll get a fresh set of legs out there on this man advantage. Canada's got possession at center. Puck is picked up here in the neutral ice by Palat. Makes the move in front. That's a paddling.
He does a great job of having sound positional play based on where the puck is on that low inner slot. And he makes himself big, takes away the holes, and makes a save.
Works it across to Hito. Gaining momentum up along the side. Quick feed to Thomas. Trying to get the puck out of his own end. And they get the puck out, and they'll go off for a line change.
Well, this is a smart play, James. Instead of trying to carry it and transport it yourself, you get the line change. Now you got fresh legs out there to attack.
And the puck is cleared to a safer spot. Played in front. And that caroms off a body in traffic. Carries it into the offensive end up the middle. Denied by the goaltender. Czechia has gained possession along the boards. Moves the puck over to Verona. Oh, and he somehow got a little piece of it. And it stays out of the net. Solid effort by the penalty killing unit as the power play comes up empty.
Well, the PK does a great job, and when you kill a penalty, you create momentum. Great start there.
Stop with ease. Off a stick, and they can't connect. Gets the puck in deep. Picked up along the boards by Verona. Stops it with a glove.
Binnington's last save was outstanding. He knew exactly where that puck was going to go. That's anticipation at its finest, to be able to get to the right spot, know where that puck is coming from, and make a high-grade A save.
Past the midway mark of the frame, Czechia is ahead 1-0. Team Canada's got it in the defensive zone. Through center. connect on the shot. Here's a feed in front. And that's stopped. Covers it up. We'll get a stoppage in play. Some last-second communication before both teams get ready to drop the puck here. Team Canada's won the face-off. Deflected in front. Oh, scores! They tied it! And we are back even!
Well, working hard, sticking to the game plan with good habits, and they're back to even. Well, he's not going to get a point, but he certainly will get the fist bumps on the bench. I mean, he initiated that contact to allow his team to even have the puck. I mean, that is impact.
Team Canada's beginning to look like their version of their team here after that goal.
Well, yeah, you can see in their body language after that counter strike as well, James. You could feel the energy kind of pulsing throughout the bench, and you almost knew and felt like something was coming. And for the coach, you like that because it's a response. It's a response to an early goal against.
And the deadlock is broken as they take the lead.
That's a huge shift, and you can see everyone standing up on the bench. They know how much it means, but it's the next shift that matters most now, James. You want to kind of push and put pressure on your opponent when they're down. This is exactly why you send bodies to the front of the net, James. You want to create a screen, and the goaltender drops into the butterfly position as a default and is battling to find the puck. Can't find it and beats him clean.
Czechia's got up by one here in this opening frame, but there's a lot of game to go here.
Yeah, and I always feel like those next few shifts are critical because you know your opponent, they're either going to respond or they're not. If they don't respond and you're on your toes, you push them back and you look for a second.
Moves it to McDavid. Carries the puck through the neutral zone. Czechia's got control of it now from their own end. Taken along the wall by Saboro. Feeds it to Sedina. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Quick pass across to Hyman. Smart read by the defender to come up with it. Canada's got the puck along the boards. Can't keep a hold of it after that hit. Moves it quickly over to McDavid. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. Czechia is looking to break out of their own end. And now it's over to Verona. Czechia's got possession here in the neutral zone. To his teammate. Canada's got the puck inside the defensive zone. And he handles the cross-ice pass. Feeds it down low. Here's a backhand. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. More than half the frame has been played here. Czechia's got a one-goal lead. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Can't hang on to the biscuit after that. Oh, he'll feel that one. Denies him in front. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on. Here in the later stages of this period, Czechia's got a slim lead. They lead it 2-1. That's a smart read with the two centermen tied up. Oh, quick move to sidestep the check. And not much on that one. Czechia's got the puck behind the net. And that's intercepted by Bedard. Passes it over to Lafreniere. Tries to get the puck to Faxa. Czechia's in on the offensive attack now. Here's a shot. Makes the save. Canada's got a hold of the puck now. Team Canada's got it in their own zone. Moves the puck along the half wall. Gets a glove on it to make the stop. There's the whistle. We'll get a face-off after the goalie covers up. Both centers ready to take the draw here coming up. Crosby's got it. They'll go on the attack here in the offensive zone. Czechia's got the puck. Tosses Moves it to Ruda. Saka's got it in the defensive end. A little dipsy doodle and he loses possession of the puck.
He is so dangerous when the puck is on his stick in the offensive zone, but he tries one too many moves and he loses the puck.
Czechia's gained possession. Saka's got the puck in his own zone. Here they come on the attack down the left side. Quick pass to Natchez. Denies him on the slobber. Canada's got a hold of it against the wall. Through the neutral zone and along the boards, here they come. Puck picked up by Kempney. Here's a short pass to Stamkos. Intercepts it in the neutral zone. Team Canada's got the puck. Sends the pass over. Moves the puck across to Saka. He's got a step. On the kick. And they strike Canada once again.
Yeah, they do. And their opponents down on their heels are deflated. They got to find a way to continue with the pressure, be relentless, and try and get another one. It's going to be a quick release that gets it done here, James, but I'm more impressed with him getting to position. You got to fight to get to those areas. It's tough in there. You pay the price, and because he does, he scores a goal.
Here in the late goings of the period, Czechia's got a 2-goal lead. They'd love to build on it. Hurdles won the draw. Quick feed to Gudas. He says, let's get physical on that play. He passes on a rebound and puts it home.
You got to love the effort it takes to get in on that rebound, James, but he also recognizes that he's going to elevate it right away if he wants to beat the goaltender's puck.
Czechia's brought their A game here to the rink tonight. They lead it comfortably as we near the end of the first. Hurdles, quick stick, lands him the puck here at center. Moves it to Kasha. Here's a chance. Turns it aside with the glove.
I would have lost the puck 3 times by the time that I'd been handled like that by the coverage. I mean, but he doesn't. He just knows how to move and maneuver his body around the puck. He can shield it, and he maintains possession for a great shot on net.
Points, gain possession, and his great work inside the face-off circle pays off again. Devastating collision against the wall. Long reach breaks up the momentum. Gains the zone through center. And takes the feed. Scores! And that's 4-0. And they are rolling tonight.
Well, the whole bench is rolling. Why? Because they're all getting goals and apples. At the stats tonight, you can feel the energy as they're all standing up. They've gotten 4 in a row. Oh, James, let's have a look at this goal again. I mean, it's just a desperation play as he's stumbling and just stays on his feet long enough to be able to get his stick on that puck and make a glorious pass to a player who's able to finish it. Listen, you got to out-battle, you got to out-will, and that's just pure strength to be able to stay on your feet.
Here in the late goings of the period, Czechia's turned this into a blowout, now leading by 4. And they win that draw at center. Czechia's got the puck in the defensive end. Looking for space inside the D zone. Moves it up. Czechia's on the attack. Battling for it along the boards. Excellent stick work on the play. Pass back to the point. And then banks off a stick. Coughs up the puck after that hit. From the left side, they gain the zone. Quick shot! Oh, he just got enough of that to keep it out. Czechia is looking to break out. Puck sent over to Sedina. Takes a shot. And he's got the answer for that one. Czechia is going to want to take this lead into the first intermission. They have really looked sharp tonight. And there's a little boost from off the wing as the centers were tied up there. Takes the feed. Czechia's got control of it now from their own end. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Canada's got it behind the net. Here he is, wristed on net. Stopped by the goaltender. Moves it quickly over to Theodore. Through the neutral zone up along the wing. Moves by the Czech. The lane was plugged up and that shot's blocked. With the backhand. Scores! And they finally stopped the bleeding and answer back.
It ain't over yet. Anytime you can claw your way back into a game and there's time on the clock, there's an opportunity to answer. He's going to get an assist on this play and a lot of fist bumps from his teammates because he had to initiate contact to be able to get this puck. I mean, everything's about recovery and retrieval, but you got to initiate something to even get the puck loose. He does a great job of it, and he winds up getting an assist on the goal.
In the final moments of this period, Canada's got to try to find a way to get some offense going, still trailing by 3 goals. Handles the puck. Good fight for the puck along the boards. Tries to feed it over to Lafreniere. Unloads a shot. Redirected off one of his own linemen there. From right out of midair, he bats it down. They are really scores!
Their goals just 20 seconds apart.
Buckle up, everybody. We're not done yet.
This goal is a product of the goaltender not being able to find the puck. And anytime you're in the offensive end, you want to get traffic in front for this very reason. You can see him battling in the butterfly to try and find it, and he finds it too late.
Czechia has been playing in one direction all night, and that's towards the net, and they lead here late in the first. Less than a minute to go here in the opening frame. Can't pull the trigger. Canada's got the puck along the wall. Into the offensive end now. Czechia's got the puck in their own end. Team Canada's got control of it now here in the offensive end. Big stop right there. Across the line and on the attack. And now it's grabbed by Gudas. Plays the puck up ahead.
That's how you get north in a hurry. Fantastic stretch pass.
Good reach to the stick to knock the puck away. Gudas taking it from his own end. And now he moves it to Kubalik. Great defensive effort with the strip. And he was ready for that one. Kasha's going to play it against the half wall. Makes the save. Cool and calm under pressure. That's it for period number 1. Second period action coming up in moments here on EA Sports.
Just a friendly reminder about tonight's silent auction. All items can be viewed and bid upon at the display near the guest services counter.
continues here in the second. Well, we've seen a pretty good sample size already played thus far. Cheryl, your assessment.
Binnington's performance was outstanding in the first 20 minutes. I mean, he got shelled. He's got to be exhausted, James. His team needs to pick it up in front of him if they want to stay in this game.
And they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play. Czechia has really put the pressure on here offensively, and they lead in the second. Team Canada's taken possession in their own end. And he sends it across to Makar. Moves it to Taves. And that's intercepted by Pasternak. Good check, frees the puck up. Quick pass to Saka. Big time stop there. Grabbed along the boards by Taves. Marchand's moving the puck through his own zone. Canada's got it along the wall. McKinnon's got it deep in the offensive end. And that's poked away. What a stop there. Pasternak's moving it ahead. Moves around along the half wall. Czechia's got it in the neutral zone. Great pass from the left wing up the middle now. Canada's looking to break out of their own end. Angles it over to Palat. On the attack along the boards. Canada's got a hold of it along the wall. Czechia's got it now. Back to the blue line. And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. Slides it across. Vanacek's going to elect to just hang on for a whistle.
Well, he hasn't been busy, James, and I like that he landed on this one. He's physically engaging, keeping himself in it.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. It's a 2-goal game with a 5-3 score. And off the draw, they'll take possession. And he coughs it up with the pass. Comes up with the stop. Czechia's got possession of the puck. Scrum along the boards. Has some nice footwork to free the puck up to his teammate. Oh, there's a collision that knocked him off course.
He wasn't expecting that one, James. He had his head down, unable to brace himself, and his stick goes flying. Now he's got to go collect it.
Czechia has been firing on all cylinders here early in this second period, and they continue to lead this one. They take possession as he locks them up off the faceoff. Team Canada's got possession at center. With possession along the wall. Shot! Glove save! Oh, quick reflexes on the play. Here they come. Down the left side on the attack. Slides it over to Reinhart. Oh, great move to sidestep the check. Czechia's got the puck along the wall. Verona stick handling in his own zone. Canada's got the puck in their own end. And now he angles it across to Lafreniere. Canada's got the puck against the half wall. Moves it to the middle. And it goes off a stick and off target. Goaltender covers up. We got a stoppage in play. Puck possession so critical. Another face-off coming up here. Off the draw, and a nice job locking up his opponent. Slides it diagonally to Faksa. And that's stolen by Point. Czechia's regained possession of the puck. Schmidt's got it in the defensive end. Here's a short pass to Kubalik. Hammers the shot and stops that big bomb. Still plenty of time left in this frame. Czechia's got all sorts of content for the highlight shows tonight. They lead at 5-3. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. Scooped up along the wall by Stamkos. Slides it across to Taves. Works it across to Point. Into the corner now. Puck scooped up by Hurdle. Looks to pass it to Kasha. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Oh, they telegraph the pass, and he picks it off. Quick feed to Makar. Handles the pass at center. Vanecek's got the puck, and he's going to hang on. Czechia's got the lead here early in this second period. Their offense has been clicking on all cylinders thus far. Team Canada's won the draw, and they'll go to work. Coming down the left wing and into the zone. Here's a pass to the middle. Great defensive heads-up, trying to shake loose. What a stop on the breakaway. Vanecek's going to hang on to the puck for a whistle. The centermen glide into position. Team Canada's going to start with the puck inside the offensive zone. Now over to Natchez. Takes it across the blue line. And that's offside, stopping the play. Lots of time left in this period. 5-3 is where we sit. And play resumes as the puck is dropped. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Marchand. Receives the pass. Czechia's got control of it now from their own end. Nosek swooping in on the attack. Canada's grabbed a hold of the puck. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Shot, block, scores! And that one going off the defender for an own goal.
James, how surprised do you think the goaltender is? He just spins around and tries to clear the puck, and he fires it past the tender.
Canada's found some offense, and now they suddenly have made this game a lot more interesting here in the second.
And they changed the momentum. You can see it in the body language and the confidence. They got themselves within striking distance of an even game.
Team Canada's gained possession along the boards. Moves it to Bouchard. And now he tries to get it across to McDavid. And that pass goes off a stick. And now it's over to Nosek. Takes the feed. Team Canada's gained the line and into the zone. Puts it on net. Denies him with the save. Czechia's got the puck now. Moves it over to Hronek. And they'll go the other way with a great play by Hyman. Moves it quickly over to Bouchard. Turns him away. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. And that's a great heads-up play by Bouchard.
The coach won't be very happy with that play, James. Listen, that's a good way to get your butt glued to the bench, especially when you have a lead.
Intercepts it at center. Shot! Turned aside with the glove by Binnington. And the goalie covers up for the whistle. Still lots of time left in the period. Czechia's got a 5-4 lead here in what has been a thrilling display of offense. Beatles won the faceoff here in the offensive zone. Down the left wing, across into the offensive end. Right on the doorstep. Denies him in close.
Does a great job with some great pushes to get to the top of his crease and make the save from a high-danger area.
Looking to set up offensively. Team Canada's got a hold of it against the wall. They're picking up steam through the neutral zone. Quick pass to the front there. Oh, that has some heat on it. He makes the save. Hedo's got the puck along the wing. Tried to get too cute with it and loses possession.
Well, he's got such a slick set of hands. He's trying to manipulate his opponent one by one, but he tries one too many, James, and he loses the puck.
Here in the corner, he grabs the gained possession. Takes a shot. Oh, perfect angle. Is that deflected? Team Canada's been the busier team offensively with way more shots on goal, but they still trail in the second. Offense's own face-off, and he wins the draw. Czechia is looking to break out of their own end. Taken by Kasha. And that's knocked away by McKinnon. Sends it over to Ruda. Canada's got it in the neutral zone. And that's broken up with a stick in front. Hurdles got it along the wing. Here's a short pass to Marchand. Slides it back to the blue line. Czechia's got the puck. From the point, looks to make something happen. Team Canada's got the puck along the boards. Morrissey's gaining momentum. Into the middle of the neutral zone. Slides it up to Verona. And that's picked off in the neutral zone by McKinnon. Great hand-eye to knock the puck down. Quick pass across to Verona. Moves the puck into the attacking area. Fires it. And rings the iron. Through pass ahead. Here they come on the rush. Here's the pass. Big time stop. Czechia's got it in their own zone. Canada's got the puck here in the open ice. Quick feed to McDavid. With the stop. And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team. Inching closer to the midway mark of this period. It's a one-goal hockey game in what has been a fantastic display of offense. It's 5-4. Sacrifices the body to block that in front. Turns that one away. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle. Team Canada's trailing at the midway mark of this one, but it's not for a lack of scoring chances. All sorts of shots, just no finish. Czechia's won the draw. Pass across to Gudas. Gets a hold of the puck for the right side. Czechia's got it now. That's gloved by Binnington. We're going to face off after the puck stays covered up. Center's gliding up to the face-off dots here. Leachus has got possession. Let's see what they can do with it now. Oh, how did he stop that? What a save by Binnington. Looks to make a play over to Stamkos. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Moves it to Leachus. Oh, gets a blocker on it. What a stuff by Binnington.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
Takes a shot. Oh, comes up with a stop.
Well, that's how you get a puck, James. I mean, you recognize the timing it takes to meet your opponent right at the right time. I mean, that's just an explosive hit, gets the job done.
Won the defensive zone draw. Tries to feed it over to Saka. Czechia is in now. Team Canada's got possession of the puck. Sends a pass over. Marner's got the puck. Great hand-eye contact on the play. Czechia's got a hold of the puck. They're looking to make something happen through the neutral zone now. He grabs the puck here at the point. Loses his balance on the play. There's the whistle, icing the call. Big face-off looming. Still a lot of time left in the period as we approach the midway mark. We've got a 5-4 game. Bedard's won the draw here in the defensive zone. Canada's crossed the line and on the attack. Zero fear on this guy's. They score! They got a tie game. What a comeback! Officials getting ready to drop the puck to get play back underway. And they've got the puck after that neutral zone faceoff. And that's picked off by Hyman. Gets a glove on it to make the save. There's the whistle as the puck stopper elects to hang on. And they win the offensive zone faceoff, and here we go. Puck grab by Nosek. Picked up along the wall by Zadina. Canada's got a hold of the puck now. Puck picked up by McDavid. Oh, it's a great shot block there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's grade A scoring chance, and you want to make sure that you get in front of that one, and he did. He gets all of it.
Team Canada's got possession here in the neutral zone. And a stick in the lane reflects that one away. And there's the whistle icing the call. Face-off coming up here in the attacking zone.
Well, they'll want to put their foot on the gas pedal here, sensing that the goaltender's overworked right now, and let's face it, he can't change.
Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone.
Center wins that one clean. Everyone's ready for the puck. They know they're attacking now with the tired group that they're playing against.
Here's a shot. Scores! A huge goal puts him in front.
Well, the persistence really pays off, doesn't it, James? When you wear down your opponent, eventually you'll capitalize, and this is the case right here as they get the go-ahead. That's a really tough defensive zone turnover. Now everyone's caught out of position trying to cover, except for the shooter, of course, who has all the time in the world to put it top bins.
Canada's gone up by one here in the second period, and I like that jump in their step we're starting to see here now.
We've really seen an uptick in their momentum in the last few shifts, and they're rewarded with that goal, James. They've got to continue to attack the net, ski downhill, and not be afraid to get to the paint.
Moves into the offensive zone. And he slides it down to Bouchard. Intercepted the pass.
I'm not sure if he just got the wind knocked out of him, James, after that enormous hit, or whether there's an injury, but either way, he is really struggling to get back to the bench.
Pass in front. Takes the pass. Oh, he got all of that. What a save by Benedict. Well, as play continues, can you feel the love tonight? Listen to this place here, Cheryl.
I can feel it, you can feel it, and he can feel it after that last save, because you know what fans appreciate? They appreciate effort, James, and that's how that save was made.
Denies him. He got all of it. And we get a whistle as the goaltender decides to hang on to this one.
Marchand's injury as a result of this last hit here, James, really takes it hard, gets banged up and labors. I mean, I'm not sure if we're going to see him back on the ice because that was a real tough one to take.
Team Canada's been rewarded for their high activity in the offensive zone with lots of shots, and they lead it here in the second. And they win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Big time stop there.
Finnington's made a great save, and even better is the redirect to the corner.
Thomas plays it against the boards. Here's an offensive chance. Takes the pass back to the point. Absolutely no fear to get in front of a slap shot. Pass to Kasha. Czechia's got it in their own zone. Team Canada's got possession at center. Here's a shot. And he makes a save there. And now it's grabbed by Hronek. Halot's crossed the line and is on the attack now. Gets a piece of it to make the save. On the shot, guys in the traffic jam. Canada's gained possession along the boards. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Takes the puck at the point. Oh, he stopped that rocket. In front of the net, and the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play. Puck ready to drop here any moment to get things underway again. deep in their own end. Moves it quickly over to Saka. He carries the puck up along the wing. Tries to get it from afar. Czechia's got possession here in the offensive zone. Lafreniere's lugging the puck. Big hit, that frees up possession.
How did that stay out? I don't even know how he made that save, James. That was all but in the net in complete desperation and complete level to miss.
Well, talk about a friendly game right there.
Yeah, it's all about the bounces, isn't it, James? And you got to get the right one, and that one is in his favor. Oh, how many times has this happened in a game, James? I mean, you get a golden opportunity at one end. Everyone's pressing forward. The quick counter-attack and transition gets going the other way, and then it capitalizes. That's a great one for one team, and it's a tough one to take for the other.
Team Canada's now up by 2 here in the second.
They've really pushed the pace this entire game, James. It's going to be a question as to whether they can really close it out. And their first few strides have been urgent. That tells me they've been prepared right from puck drop.
Textbook stop by Vanacek. Sparrow's got the puck in his own zone. Quick pass to Kubalik. Canada's got a hold of it along the wall. Here's a short pass to Hito. Great defensive effort breaking up the pass. From the open ice, they gain the line. Czechia's got the puck in their own end. Here they come up along the wing. Faxel's got it in the offensive zone. Stop by the goaltender.
Binnington's made an incredible save there. Not sure how he kept that out of the net. Just really athletic. I mean, you have to be acrobatic to be able to get to the top of your crease like that, but he read it perfectly to be able to make the save and keep it at bay.
Canada's message was clear coming into this one. Lots of shots on net, and they lead here in this second. Off the face-off, and hit the puck. Quick feed to McDavid. Skates across the blue line. Here's a shot. Well saved made by Vanacek. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on. Both teams gliding into position, and the official set to drop the puck. The frozen biscuits drop, and we are back underway here. Angles it over to Verona. Czechia is playing it from the side. Zadina's looking to make something happen here in the corner. Moves it to Verona. With the stop. Here's a chance. Wins the ball on the post.
Czechia's game has been pretty good tonight, James, in particular in the offensive zone where they're generating a ton of offensive opportunities. They have to find a way to put it in the back of the net and not off the post, especially when you're trailing.
Shakes off the coverage. Both sides digging in for that puck along the wall. Trying to shake the defender. Pass it across. Oh, what a stop on the breakaway.
It's a one-on-one battle, and the goaltender's going to win this one here, James. Just love the way that he stands his ground, and you want to make your opponent move first? Well, guess what? He's able to make this save because of it. Zadina's a little frustrated right now, and I can understand it. I mean, he's got a high-danger look, and he just rips it off of the post. It's a game of inches.
Puck is dropped, and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Czechia is ready to go on the attack. Quick shot! A simple stop with the glove by Binnington. Goaltender covers up and will get a face-off. Canada's done a nice job of generating pucks on net, and as a result, they lead here in the second. Crosby's won a big draw on their own end. Team Canada's got the puck in the defensive end. Marchand's got it against the boards. Here's a pass in front, and that's intercepted. From off the boards, he sends it into the open ice. Great poke check on the reach. Taves carries the puck in his own zone. Takes the feed from the left side. Cuts into the paint. He scores! What a goal!
That's a fabulous goal, and let's have a look at it again here. It is all based on the speed, the quickness to get by your opponent, and then to explode towards the net to create the chance that winds up going in.
Canada's got a lot of skill on this roster, and we are seeing it in full effect. And we're only, what, halfway through this game here at period number 2?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, isn't it? I mean, the confidence in which the entire lineup is playing with is outstanding. The puck's on their stick, they're working their magic, they're manipulating their opponent, and they're filling the net.
Czechia's got the puck inside the defensive zone. And he feeds it down to Kubelik. And they'll go the other way with it. Great play by Dobson. Czechia's got the puck. And it's kicked away. Handles the pass from the right side. Czechia's got control of it now from their own end. Zaka's moving the puck through his own zone. Oh, look at this. Moves it quickly over to Kubelik. Takes a shot. An easy glove save made by Binnington. Puck is frozen, and we get a stoppage in play.
McKinnon's having himself a multi-point night, and these are the types of nights that you dream about, and I'm continuing to dream because I've never had multi-point nights. So you got to savor them, embrace them, and get as many minutes as you can when you're feeling it like this. That's why the coach is throwing him over the boards.
Team Canada's had no shortage of scoring opportunities tonight, and they have capitalized on plenty as they take a sizable lead here late in the second. And with the two tied up off the face-off, a great read to grab possession of the puck. Picked up along the boards by Morrissey. Czechia's got the puck. Quick pass to Faksa. Moves the puck to the attacking area. Sends it over to Reinhart. Drops the hammer. Czechia's got a hold of it against the wall. Quick pass to Zadina. Team Canada's got it in the neutral zone. Puck is grabbed here at center ice by Saboro. And he stopped that one. And it's a quick pass to Lafreniere. Gaining momentum up along the side. Here's a short pass to Bernard. And he gets in trouble. Scores! On the rebound, he pots it.
I just love the effort to set up this goal, James. I mean, knowing that you have the puck on your stick, it's a real unselfish play because everything he is doing is calculated to manipulate his opponent because he wants to feed his teammate.
Canada's probably thinking right now, let's just skip the intermission and keep playing the way things are going here, Cheryl.
100%, James. Anytime you have a healthy lead, everyone's playing well and contributing. You don't want it to stop. You want to go and sit and wait to come back on the ice.
And it's turned aside by Vanacek. Slides it diagonally to Zadina. And now he moves it to Verona. Takes a hit, he goes down to the ice and coughs up the puck. They fight for it along the boards. Slides the puck over. Scores! And a huge goal to pick themselves up off the canvas.
get possession of a puck here, James. I mean, it's about separating your player from puck, and you got to sacrifice your body a little bit. You know that you're going in as the initiator in that contact zone, if you will. But now your team has possession, and it results in a goal. That's a great assist.
Czechia has been on their heels all night long, but they finally pushed back here in period number 2.
Certainly something positive to get on the board, but they're going to have to build on top of it if they want to really create some momentum and believe that they're back in this game.
A chance! He scores! Sidney Crosby Syndicate!
Love this play, James. Sometimes when you catch a puck and it's on your backhand, you don't have time to move it to your forehand, so you let it go quick, and the goaltender doesn't have a read on it.
Team Canada's having a night, as some kids might say, Cheryl. They're balling out there here in period number 2.
Just loving it out here, James. I mean, they have had control of the play. They've been so dominant. It almost feels effortless. And when it feels effortless, you don't want it to stop. And they've got the intermission moving, and you know they want to stay on the ice.
Now a quick pass to Theodore. Team Canada's got the puck against the boards. And that's a smart heads-up play by Pasternak.
Playing with confidence is one thing, but then you can be overconfident as well, James, especially when you have a lead. You want to make sure you're in good positioning to be able to backtrack and help out the defense.
Puck scooped up by Crosby. Canada's across the blue line. Here's a chance, sends it in front. Oh, they couldn't complete that. Slides the puck ahead into the neutral zone. Canada's got possession of the puck. Taken along the wall by Bouchard. And now he angles it across the point. And he loses control here. Puts it on in, and that's broken up. Czechia is looking to break out of their own end. Quick feed to Hurdle. Shot! Simple glove save by Binnington. Team Canada's looking to break out. Gaining momentum along the wing. Taken by Morrison. Scores another one. And listen to these fans now, Cheryl. They don't like it one bit.
Oh, they don't like it, James. It is ugly inside the building. You couldn't get anything going on the ice, and even harder when your own fans are booing. Leaves all the time in the world to just tag this clapper low stick side. That's a beautiful shot.
And we're going to see a swapping of the goaltenders.
That's going to be it for the goaltender. What a blowout. He's going to get some relief.
Team Canada's firepower in full effect tonight as they continue to dominate late in period number 2.
And this is a collective and cohesive effort as well. And you know in the intermission, there's going to be a lot of chatter and some relaxation laughs in that dressing room because they have this lead, they have this game. They just want to come out and continue to play the way they started it.
Morrissey's taking it from his own end. Canada's got the puck along the wall. Knocked away. Feeds the puck to Kubalik. Hunts the boards through the neutral zone. Along the half wall with the puck. Here's a chance in front. Great defensive play to pick off the pass. Fires it. Oh, he gets hit again.
Well, this is a tough enough game as it is, but if you have your head down, you are going to get lambasted over and over again.
Tosses it on to Faxa. Moves it to Sabor. Takes a shot. Oh, another great save right there. Oh, look at that. Marner stick handling in his own zone. Second period nearly into its final minute here. Read it perfectly and breaks up the play. There's a shot. Stops him cold. Czechia's got a hold of the puck now. Works it across to Zadina. And the puck's kicked free. And that's stolen by Stamkos. Team Canada's been feeling good all night long. And look at where we're at here. We're still in the late stages of the period here.
Yeah, it's been an unbelievable game for them so far. I mean, they've just been so dominant offensively. Their opponent really doesn't know what to do. They're trying to slow the game down, but they can't because they're just on fire in terms of pace and dictating it.
Shot denied by the goaltender. And that's a great heads-up play in the offensive zone. Directed over to Zadina. Great use of the stick at center by Thomas. At center ice now. He grabs the puck. It's a shot. And he turned that one aside. Team Canada's got to be happy with where their game is at so far tonight as they continue to lead big here late in the second. Leach is quick on the draw. There's the horn. 40 minutes in the books. We'll get a refresh for both the players, ice, and we're back with a third period next.
Hey fans, don't forget our 50-50 draws coming up in the middle of the third period. Get your tickets now. That pot continues to grow.
Teams are readying themselves at center ice as the third period is about to go. It's been a total mismatch here as we get underway for the third. Let's see if anything changes. We've played 2 periods, 1 more to go. Cheryl, how do you assess what you've seen?
Canada's been dominant through 2 periods of play. James have a comfortable lead now, and the coach can look. He does a great job of getting to position, net front, James, and then with a quick flick of the wrist, he buries it.
Czechia is must recognize that they're not going to play run time here, so at least try to make it respectable.
Respectable, and they can finish with physicality, and that's something that the staff will be telling them. Also look for everyone to be jumping into the attack, trying to get some pressure on their opponent and get some much-needed goals.
Moves the puck to Saka. Czechia is ready to go on the attack. Moves it quickly over to Natchez. Beat the goaltender, but couldn't beat the post.
Team Czechia is doing a great job of generating offense, but the puck keeps going off the post, so then they wind up chasing it to try and collect it. It's a tough way to play the game if you want to win. Palat's had an impressive night so far. I mean, he's had a multiple-point night, creating a ton of offense, and you know that he's not done yet.
And that somehow stayed out of the net. And the puck's booted away. Battle along the boards. McCarr's got it in the defensive end. Takes the feed in the middle of the ice. Great use of the twig as he pokes that one away. Moves the puck along the half wall. Great heads-up play by the defender. He's got a little jump. Oh, what a save! Scores! The captain delivers!
I really like the way they move the puck around to wait for the right time to be able to move that puck for the one-timer in that low slot area. He didn't have much time to get it off, but he got some wood on it and buried it.
Team Canada's offense continues to shine here in this third period.
Well, this has got to be a dream for a coach. You know that they're telling their team in the intermission to make sure they stay to business, stay to task, stay focused. And that's exactly what they've done, and they just hammered their opponent.
Canada's gained possession along the boards. Quick pass across to McDavid. Czechia's got the puck in their own end. Tries to feed it over to Faksa. Canada's got control of the puck. Inside the offensive end, on the left.
Sorry, James, didn't mean to step on your toes, but that was a massive hit, and now the play continues.
Poked away at center by Hito. Smart read by the defender to come up with it. Comes up with a big pad save to deny.
Well, you can certainly sense the frustration. I mean, they're getting blown out in this game, and he deploys that hit. You can see it in the body language right now by the entire bench. They're extremely frustrated.
Canada's on total cruise control early in this third period. Points won the draw deep in the defensive zone. Here they come down the right side and on the attack. And that goes on the stick somewhere in traffic. Passes out front. Scores! What a play!
Wow, James, that was just a blast from the high spot. Not sure where the coverage went, though. The coach is not going to be very impressed with the lack of support in the defensive zone.
Canada's added yet another one here to the total tonight. What a performance.
Yeah, they've had the puck on their stick for a majority of this game. You know the coaching staff is going to be impressed. Hey, maybe they'll get the day off tomorrow.
Moves the pass in front. And he denies that great opportunity there. Oh, the sauce on that pass. Shuts him down.
Melsa is able to make that save look easy, James. It's because he gets to the top of his crease, he cuts down his angles, and then he can redirect it to safety.
Team Canada's got it in their own zone. Canada's on the attack. Angles it over to Thomas. And he takes the dish. Team Canada's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Up along the wing. Team Canada's going on the attack as they gain the zone. And we'll get a reset after the puck goes up and out of play.
Gudas was banged up during the shift, James. I'm not sure where it happened, but for the most part, he's been laboring, trying to get back to the bench or find the appropriate time to do it almost the entire shift.
Canada's offense has been a thing to watch tonight as they lead it big time here early in the third. Czechia is going to start with the puck in their own end. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Palat's got it to the side. Quick pass to Bedard. And he loses possession of the puck after trying to make one too many moves. And that's off a stick. Feeds the puck over to Palat. Here's a shot from the wall. Answered the call there. Trying to clear the puck. Czechia's got a hold of it along the wall. And he totally whiffs on that one. Slides it diagonally to Palat.
Crosby's had the puck on his stick for a great portion of this game so far, James. He's creating, he's at a multi-point night, and it's not done yet.
Binnington's going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck. Canada's have been on a roll offensively tonight, and they lead it here early in this third period. Team Canada's got possession here in their own end. Oh, look at this. Here they come. They've got numbers. Answered the call on that play. Dishes it to Faxa. Czechia's in on the offensive attack now. Faxa's been tripped up, and we got a penalty coming up here. And there's the whistle stopping the play. Dobson's not going to like the call, but the officials see tripping on the play.
Well, in this situation, he is going to get the tripping call. I thought he had good position there on his opponent. James fishing for the puck, just used his stick, and it got into the skates. Tripping is the call.
Another power play opportunity coming up here as they set up at the faceoff.
Well, James, the power play has not been successful, and you got to find a way to get it to the net, drive the lanes, and crash the net.
And a great save! Oh, another save!
He does a great job being set to position here. Otherwise, he's not going to be able to make that second save, James, but it's pure athleticism that gets the job done.
Quick feed down low. Good battle along the boards for the puck. Grabbed along the boards by Zaka. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. Back to the point and set it up. Oh, he stops that one. That was served up with a whole lot of spice. Puck moved back to the neutral zone. Czechia's got the puck. And he passes it up ahead to Pasternak. Oh, gets a little piece of it and keeps it out of the net.
Melka's had a difficult time tonight, James. He's struggled in the net and the way he's handling the puck, but how about some help in front of him? I mean, his defense, the forwards, everyone, a collective unit that really hasn't been firing on all cylinders. You can certainly tell that the goaltender is dialed in on that last sequence of saves, James. He's to position, so he finds a way to make multiple saves back-to-back.
Thomas and company still short-handed here as they get ready for the face-off. Canada's won the draw in the neutral zone. Fires it into the offensive zone. Czechia's got the puck along the wall. From the point, they take control of it. Turned aside with the glove by Binnington. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. Can they capitalize on this power play? Here comes the face-off. Czechia's going to start with the puck inside the offensive zone. Passes on over to point. From the neutral zone, moving forward here along the boards. Czechia's got the puck. Time to execute here on this power play. Canada's ready to go on the attack. Grabs control of it at the point. Tough save by the goalie. Goaltender covers it up, and we'll get a reset here. Thomas Canada's hoping for some puck luck here on this face-off as they continue to play shorthanded. Czechia's got a hold of the puck. Through the neutral zone and along the boards. Here they come. Canada's got the puck shorthanded.
Dobbs almost ready to get back on the ice.
Takes the feed. Slides the puck across to Kempney. Power play has expired.
Power plays dictate games, and this one did.
Oh, it's stayed out! It's stayed out! What a save!
Well, that's all Will, and this is going to elevate his team, no question about it, James. I mean, it was all but in, and then he comes from nowhere to make that save.
And he rings the post!
Team Canada's coaches will be happy with this game so far, James. They're generating a lot of shots. They're in the lead. Yeah, they run them off the post a number of times, but you got to expect when you have possession and you're driving the net, you're going to get another one.
Czechia's got possession at center. Takes it across the blue line. Team Canada's got control of it now from their own end. Shakes off the coverage. Lugs the puck back into the neutral zone. And we'll get a breather here with offside to call. Both centers ready to take the draw here coming up. Canada's won the faceoff at center. There's the whistle. We got an offside. Team Canada's got a hold of the puck off the draw. And he takes the pass. Here's a short pass to Kubalik. Carries the puck through the neutral zone. Play blown dead. Let's get the call. Taves is caught for the trip, and he's going on a trip to the penalty box.
Natural tendency for players is to reach when they've lost position on their opponent. When you reach, often you take out the feet of your opponent. This is an easy tripping call.
As we're about to drop the puck, the power play unit back out onto the ice for another opportunity.
As the power play unit steps out on the ice, they've got to reset mentally here, James, and just get rid of all the other opportunities that they've had and forget about them. Because the time is the present right now, and they've got to make good on this one.
Puck slid down the ice. Czechia has got it behind the net. From off the wall and onto a stick.
How'd you like to look up and see this guy barreling down on you? You know that he's got the strength, he's got the power, and he's got the will to take it to the net.
Gaining momentum in the offensive end. And he uses his reach to disrupt the play. There's the whistle as the puck goes up and over the glass. Points ready for the draw as they continue to be shorthanded here. Nice start winning the draw here inside the offensive zone. Binnington's opted to hang on to the puck for a face-off.
Any coach or player will tell you that you just need your goaltender to make a big save at the right time. It's not always about the quantity, but it is the quality. Kind of reset the temperature in the game. And I think he's doing a fantastic job of anticipating, cutting down his angles, and really challenging at the top of his crease.
Hurdles ready to take the draw here on this power play. Points gain possession and has great work inside the face-off circle, pays off again. Here inside the defensive zone, they get the puck. And they send it down the ice. Canada's got control of it now here in the offensive end. Hammers it! Scores! Goes shorty! It's a short-handed one and down!
And this could be a turning point in the game, James. I mean, when you're on the PK and you look to attack like they did, that's unbelievable to recognize the opportunity to jump. And man, did they jump. And they end up capitalizing off of it. I love when offense is generated from below the goal line. All of the to a day off, and this coaching staff has got to be impressed with this team tonight. You know, the ability to get the puck to net, driving the pace of play, and just having really great habits, consistent effort right from the game.
And the puck clears the zone. Dumped into the cross side. Directs it on over to Theodore. Here's a shot. No save, and the play continues. Czechia's got a hold of the puck. Here they come inside the neutral zone. On the attack along the boards. Canada's got possession while undermanned. Puck cleared from the defensive end. Time ticking away here on this man advantage.
Keeping it simple and creating some speed, but they have to gain entry fast.
And they get the puck out of the danger zone. Czechia's got possession of the puck. Faxes lugging the puck.
Taves is now standing ready to get back on the ice.
And that's a great hits-up play by Theodore.
Sometimes when you're losing, you can get caught up over trying here, James, and this is a product of him mismanaging the puck. Sometimes you got to keep it simple and just get the puck going the other way.
And he sidesteps the check there. Puck grabbed by Verona. Oh, and a great save by Bennington. Verona's tripped up, and the official's hand is in the air, signaling penalty. Dobson's actions pretty evident in the eyes of the officials here for tripping.
Well, that's his second penalty this period, James. He's got to reset emotionally and find a way to focus in on staying disciplined. Guda's injury has ruled him out for the remainder of this game. We just received confirmation, James, and this is a real tough blow when you hear it from the medical staff. I mean, he's got to be feeling it extremely frustrated now. What do you do with the lineup?
Well, unfortunate news, but at least it provides clarity for the coaching staff one way or another going forward. Canada's got a chance to work the transition game now shorthanded. Official blows the play dead as the puck goes out of bounds. Crosby's ready for the draws. They will continue to try to kill off this penalty. Canada's got possession of the puck after that neutral zone faceoff. Tried to make a move and the puck hops away.
Crosby's known for his creativity, and he tries one too many moves there, and he loses the puck.
Sends it out in front, and he shuts down a great scoring chance there. Natchez will take the face-off here as this man advantage is about to resume. Off the draw, they take possession. Canada's got it in their own zone. Team Canada's got the puck against the half wall. Czechia's got a hold of the puck now. Canada's got it in the neutral zone. Czechia's looking to break out of their own end. Kempney's got it across the line. Good stop by Bennington. Team Canada's going to be able to kill a few seconds off now with the puck. And they get the puck out. And great hustle to come up with the puck. Picked up along the wall by Thomas. Czechia's got the puck. Straight up the middle. Here they come. Here's a great use of the stick right there to poke it away. Denies him with the save. Great use of the body to knock him off the puck. Penalty coming up. Scooped up along the wall by Hyman. That knocks him off the puck. Takes him from the right side.
McCarr's been buzzing out there, James, tonight, and he already has a goal. This is a blowout game. It's time to pad the stats.
Whistle blown, stopping the play. Cautious going off for cross-checking.
I always hated to play in these games. It just came out flat, and nothing you did made it better. Now they got to kill off a penalty when they're getting blown out. Real tough game. because of his positioning, James. He gets set to that puck, square to it, and makes the save.
And as he steps back out onto the ice, they'll go to work with the man advantage here. Team Canada's got it across the line. 6 by the chip. They score! And they convert with the man advantage.
We see this play in skills practice all the time. We just don't see the panic defender on the other side. I mean, listen, anytime you can get on a diagonal and take it to the net, oh, it's tremendous to watch the skating, to be able to explode and create it for yourself.
Team Canada's performance tonight still showing no signs of let up here in this third period.
Well, they've had such an impressive performance, James. It's been dominant in all areas of the ice, and there's been no lag or no let-up. The message has been clear by the coaching staff as well as everyone on the bench. Keep pushing.
Oh, great play to sidestep the poke check. Here's a chance. Denied by Binnington. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. Officials getting ready to drop the puck to get play back underway. Heedles won the faceoff here in the offensive zone. Team Canada's got the puck in their own end. Morrissey's got on the offensive end. Team Canada's got it now. Czechia's got the puck in the defensive end. Pinned up along the boards. Working across to the third. There's another goal. You get a sense that this is a game plan to go after him tonight here, Cheryl.
He certainly has a bullseye or target on his back, James.
Streaking into the attacking zone for the right. Team Canada's gained possession along the boards. Quick pass across to Marner. Quick shot! Team Canada's got a hold of it along the wall. Oh, just a great heads-up play by Hito.
That's both poor puck and game management, James. When you're up, you want to make sure that you protect the lead. Just a product of trying to do too much there. Sometimes the safe play is the best one.
Scrum along the wall. Some good footwork to kick it away. And the puck's knocked loose. Tries to feed it over to Sabor. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Sedina. Moves around along the half wall. And that's a smart heads-up play by Morrissey. Finds some space in the corner. And that's broken up in the defensive zone by McCarr. Heroic's going to play it near the point. Passes it over. Moves it to Crosby. Moves along the boards with some purpose. Feeds it over to Sedina. Picks off the pass. Finds nothing but air on that shot. Picked up along the boards by Heroic. Czechia's got a hold of it against the wall. Team Canada's trying to make something happen in the offensive zone. Czechia's got control of it now from their own end. Here they come on the attack. Takes a shot. Denies him. Czechia's grabbed a hold of the puck.
What an entertaining game, James. A lot of goal calls for you as it's been back and forth action in the offensive zone. Not much defensive structure to this one as everyone's looking to attack.
Coming up front. Gives them nothing in front.
Let's have another look at that monster of a hit there, James. You gotta love it. You have to have great timing, and you gotta know when your opponent's vulnerable.
Teams are ready for the draw. The linesman about to drop the puck. And they win the face-off and set up to go on the attack. Oh, he stopped that rocket! Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down. Nosek won the face-off. Slides it all over to Sedina. No corner given here as they battle for the loose puck along the boards. And that carries off a body in the lane. Team Canada's been running away with this one since the beginning of the game, and no signs of slowing down in the third.
It's been a productive night, and this is one of those games that gives everyone confidence, and this is important for your lineup as everyone gets it, as they feel like they're contributing.
Moves it quickly over to Stamkos. Tried to put it in the corner and just missed.
Well, there's a fine line between scoring and missing, and that's inches right there. A good release shot, but unable to get that net.
Great extension on his part to poke it away. Nietzsche takes the puck.
Find it!
Gaining momentum along the boards. Puts it on net. Makes the save. Cool and calm under pressure. Team Canada's got possession of the puck. From the right side, they gain the zone. Gets in front of it.
Melker's in such great position, he's able to redirect that puck to safety right to the corner.
Oh, we'll get some tired defenders as icing is the call. Canada's offense has put on a show tonight, and here they are in blowout mode late in the third. Czechia has got the win off that draw. Passes over to Pasternak. Czechia is moving it into the offensive end. Makes the glove stop. Binnington's got the puck, and we'll get a whistle here with a stoppage of play.
Well, and this is a smart play, James. He's made huge saves all throughout the game, and this is a smart decision to be able to preserve the lead. He knows exactly where he's at, and he gets a much-needed face-off.
Czechia has won it. Now they'll go on the attack. Quick pass to Taves. And now he tries to get it across to Hyman. Broken up in the neutral zone by Kasha. Fires it. Denied by the puck stopper. Covers it up, and we'll get a stoppage in play. Officials ready to drop the puck and get things back underway. Canada's taking possession in their own end. Taken along the wall by Taves. Levels him with the hit. Passes it to Reinhardt. Angles it over to Faksa. He grabs the puck here at the point. Sends it in front. And that's blocked in front. Slides it diagonally to McDavid. Right side set up ahead into the middle of the ice. Oh, and misfires on that. Feeds the puck across to Faksa. Quick possession along the wall. Oh, and he just not enough of that to keep it up. On the boards, he takes it a pass. Can't keep a hold of it as he's jostled off the puck. Takes the pass. Takes a shot. Oh, how did he get a piece of that? Kubelik's taking it from his own end. Across the line along the left wall. Team Canada's got the puck along the boards. Here's a short pass to Bedard. Breakaway. Turns it aside on the breakaway.
Well, you can tell that he didn't lose his cool with this one-on-one battle. Real quiet feet in the crease, technical movements, and makes that huge save.
Icing is the call. We'll get a face-off at the other end. Canada's got it, and they're on the attack. And that shot dies in traffic. It's a pull play on as it goes off the outside of the post.
Team Canada's players are starting to squeeze their sticks a little bit tight here, James. They continually hit the post. Listen, the good part is they're still in the lead, so they got to pull themselves up a little bit and find the netting.
Oh, had a chance to make a nice move, and the puck disagreed with him.
Trying a nifty move when you have good hands. Sometimes it works, sometimes you get denied, and that's what happened there.
Quick feed to Morrissey. Moves the puck. And he loses his check with a spectacular move. Big time stop there.
That one doesn't go in, but I just love the way he manipulated the defender to open up some time and space and get that shot off.
Team Canada's had a lot of success tonight on their scoring chances, and look at the result here late in this third period. Puck is dropped, and we are back underway. Czechia is looking to break out. Puck dumped in. Canada's got a hold of the puck now. Works it across to Thomas. Loses the coverage there. Drives to the sweet spot. And he elects to explore his options. Here we go. Puck's in deep. Team Canada's got the puck. Moves it to Thomas. Pushes it across to point. Shot! Stopped by the goaltender. Czechia is looking to break out of their own end. Moves the puck into the attacking area. And he's pulled over to the ice and loses the puck. They've got numbers here. Makes a move in front. Fantastic save. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. Canada's been on a roll offensively tonight. Lots of chances, and they lead it late in this third. And they win the defensive zone faceoff. Pasternak's swooping in on the attack. Moves the puck along the half wall. And now it's grabbed by Reinhardt. And sends it just out of reach. Puck scooped up by Hyman. Blocked in traffic. Takes a shot. Denied by the goaltender. Here he is. Stopping in front. Shuts him down. Here in the corner, he grabs the puck. Moves it quickly over to Hyman. And he takes the feed. Too much traffic in the lane. Puck is frozen, and we'll get a face-off. Well, a huge face-off coming up here.
Well, you know that you want to gain possession and you want to keep the pressure on because the goaltender is the only one who can't change, and he is the most fatigued guy on the ice. So you want to find ways to get some net front presence, get shots through the net because, man, he needs a rest.
Quick pass across to Kasha. And that was read perfectly. What a play by Taves. Tries to get it over to Kepney. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. Nice stop by Binnington.
You know the goalie sagged him and he redirects the puck to the corner.
Slides the puck to Taves.